it's me, Allie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm here today with another DIY treats video, but this is not just any DIY treats video. This is a healthy inspired DIY treats video. I found all these recipes on Pinterest and they are all extremely good for you and taste freaking phenomenal. Shout out to the vegan pumpkin donut. Everything. It is just everything. If you have any other questions or concerns after watching this video, just ask them in the comments below and I'll try very, very hard to get back to you as soon as possible. And without further ado, we're just gonna move right into this video. So we're gonna start this video off with my favorite recipe. I make these all of the time. These are the no-bake oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. All you're going to need is a half of a cup of nut butter, a dash of vanilla extract, a third of a cup of honey, an eighth of a cup of maple syrup, and a very large sprinkle of ground cinnamon. Mix up all of your wet ingredients first, and then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. For the dry ingredients, you want to add in about a cup of organic oats, and the final step is just to mix that all together and then fold in a fourth of a cup of dark chocolate chips. On a plate lined with some wax paper, you just want to take a scoop of the batter and just form it into the shape of a cookie. And for all of my Disney fans out there, can you spot the hidden Mickey on my plate? I am just now noticing this and it is making me very, very happy. But yes, again, just take a scoop of your batter and form it into the shape of a cookie. Refrigerate these for at least 2 hours, and that's really all there is to it. You are left with these super delicious, healthy, amazing, no-bake oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I am not kidding you when I say I make these at least twice a month. They are so freaking good. I have about 2 or 3 in the morning for breakfast. These are kind of like those power balls. They're filled with protein and they're filled with absolute deliciousness. Next up are these super easy strawberry mango popsicles, and fun fact, you only need 3 ingredients for this treat. You need some strawberries, some mangoes, and some orange juice. What you want to do is place all of your strawberries in a blender and then add about a fourth of a cup to a half of a cup of orange juice and simply blend it all together. Once the strawberries and the orange juice have been blended together, you just want to pour your pureed mixture right into some popsicle molds. Repeat the exact same step with your mangoes. Take your mangoes, place them in a blender, add about a fourth of a cup to a half of a cup of orange juice, and then pour the pureed mixture on top of the strawberry mixture. This next step is optional, but you can take a kebab stick and you can kind of just push the kebab stick down to blend both of the flavors together and to make a nice swirl effect. Finally, cover up all of your popsicle molds and place them in the freezer to freeze overnight. And here they are. Look at these beauties. Only 3 ingredients and only really about 5 to 7 minutes of prep time to get these gorgeous, healthy popsicles that are as tasty as they are aesthetically pleasing to look at. Now let's move on to some comfort food. We're going to be making a banana bread topped with chocolate chips. To start this recipe off, you want to take about 2½ ripe bananas and you want to mash them down until they have the consistency of baby food. Next, in a large bowl, you want to add about 1/3 cup of oil. You can use coconut oil for this or olive oil. And then you also want to add in about 1/2 cup of honey, and you just want to mix that all together. Next up, you want to crack open 2 eggs. I like to use the organic K-Tree eggs from Whole Foods, but any eggs that you have at your house will do. So again, you just want to crack open the 2 eggs and you want to whisk it together with your oil and honey mixture. Now for the star of the show, the mashed up bananas. You want to add in 1 cup of the mashed bananas and, you guessed it, you want to mix it all together. Add in 1/4 cup of almond milk, a teaspoon of baking soda, a dash of vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. And this next ingredient is optional. You do not have to use cinnamon. I'm just obsessed with using cinnamon in all of my baking. So I added a very, very generous sprinkle of cinnamon to my batter. Lastly, to bind everything together, I am adding and mixing in 1 cup of whole wheat flour. In a greased down pan, you just want to add all of your batter. I am using a little loaf pan here because it is the perfect size for the amount of batter that I am using. But depending on if you are doubling this recipe or cutting this recipe in half, use a pan that would work best for you. You can get real fancy with this and use your spatula to create a design on the top of your batter before you add any additional toppings. You can add nuts, seeds, chocolate chips, pretty much whatever your heart desires. I decided to just be very, very basic and stick with some mini chocolate chips. Bake your loaf in the oven at 325 degrees for about 60 minutes, and this is what your loaf should look like when you take it out of the oven. I allow mine to cool down for about 30 minutes before I started cutting up some slices, and let me tell you, A, your entire house is going to smell like happiness. B, this was everything that I wanted it to be and more. And C, this pretty much did not last more than 3 days at my house. That should tell you how delicious it really is. Birthday cake, protein shake time. This is my most favorite post-workout snacky, and it is very, very simple to make. All you want to do is add to a blender 1½ to 2 frozen bananas, about 1/2 cup of almond milk, a scoop of chocolate protein powder, and a scoop of peanut butter. Then you want to add in a scoop of the Nuts and More birthday cake protein peanut spread. If you do not have this, you can just add another scoop of nut butter or peanut butter, whatever you plan on using, and add in a few sprinkles to give it that birthday cake effect. Blend it all up, pour it into a cup, and top with some rainbow sprinkles to make it just a little more visually appealing. This shake is just so darn tasty. It is like the perfect mix of a birthday cake meets chocolate milkshake, and surprisingly, it is extremely healthy for you. There's really nothing bad in the shake except for the sprinkles, and you can of course omit those if you would like. And last but definitely not least, these vegan pumpkin donuts that absolutely changed the game for me. To a bowl, you want to add in 1 1/4 cup of wheat flour. Then you want to add in 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a little dash of salt, and about a tablespoon of baking soda. Mix all of your ingredients together until everything is well incorporated, and we can't forget about the cinnamon. Here it comes. Add another generous little sprinkle of cinnamon to your dry ingredients and mix, mix, mix. Now for the wet ingredients, you want to add in 1/4 cup of pure pumpkin puree. Try to say that 10 times fast. Then you want to add in 1/2 cup of almond milk and about 1/4 cup of olive oil. Mix your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients, and I just found that it was a heck of a lot easier to use my hands for this rather than using a spoon, so I just went in and I started kneading everything together until a batter was formed. Add your donut batter into a greased down donut pan. I found this mint green donut pan on Amazon for about $15, a little pricier, but I plan on using it a lot, so it is well worth the money to me. Bake these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, and this is what they should look like when you take them out of the oven. Place them down on a cooling rack and eat them just how they are, or take it to the next level and toss them in some cinnamon and sugar. Guys, life changed. If you guys follow me on Instagram or you know me but at all, you know that donuts are my absolute weakness, and finding a healthier vegan recipe online that tastes exactly the same, if not better, than non-vegan donuts, well, let's just say that I am a very happy little camper right now. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thought in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet and you enjoy my videos. If you decide to try any of these recipes out, please send me pictures on Instagram or on Twitter. I would love to see your recreations. I love you guys to the moon and back, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye guys!